I have a little task that might interest you, Guardian. I'd hoped you would come by.
Perhaps we can help each other, Guardian. Dead Orbit requires your assistance. A situation has come to my attention that we could use your help with. We need to talk. Do you have a moment, Guardian? Another story for your legend, Guardian. It will be told long after we are gone. Oh, yes, there you are.
If you can see beyond my appearance to the cold, black truth of things, then Dead Orbit is the place for you. You seem curious. Do I repel you? This planet should repel you. It's our doom. Come with us. We can save you. Indeed, I'm scarred, deeper than the eye can see in some ways.
Dead Orbit has lost much in this war, but there is always more that can be lost. If you're not here to help, then let me return to my plans. Ready to say goodbye to this dying world? How long before another strikes at our heart? You have done what you can in this system, Guardian. Is it not time to venture beyond? Do not mistake our deliberation for complacency, Guardian. Humanity depends on you.
Surely you yearn for distant star systems as much as I do. As we speak, our ships are being readied. Dead Orbit may be the poorest of the factions, since we pour our wealth into ships and settlement supplies, but we reward our followers as best we can. Dead Orbit brings hope to those who have lost it. So do you. We are alike in that way. Your skills would be invaluable to Dead Orbit, and Dead Orbit, I believe, can be invaluable to you. Do you also believe our future lies beyond the stars?
Dead Orbit believes in you. Dead Orbit cares not whether you are Earthborn or Reefborn. Would you like to hear more about Dead Orbit, Guardian?
Do you wonder why we're still here? Most of our ships were destroyed in the Red Legion's assault. Our repairs are going slowly. Well, stay put then. Here in the tower on Earth, Dead Orbit will not wait for you to move. How does one become an Arach, you wonder? I'll tell you. In the depths of despair, another Arach finds you. My faith is in humanity and Guardians, not the traveler. Is that so strange? Why do you stare at me? Have you never seen a man who has lost everything?
I tell you, the traveler drew the Red Legion here like moths to a flame. What can we do for each other? There is not much time. You wonder, will we ever leave? Will we ever be ready? Sometimes I wonder too. I look forward to leaving this world to the fallen, once we're gone.
What storms may come, we'll ride them out together. Dead Orbit takes care of those loyal to it.
What you do on this planet affects us all.
Are you looking to buy some time?
Do not take this lightly.
Look at this tower. Isn't it everything you've ever dreamed of? Celebrate our victory with us. Together we have strengthened the city. More importantly, we have strengthened Dead Orbit. Have you come to share our triumph? All are welcome. The consensus came down here, to me, to honor us, they said. Join us. Today we celebrate. Yes, even Dead Orbit knows how to throw a party. Today we rejoice. Tomorrow we prepare for departure. You like to survive, Hunter. So do we. Will you come with us to the stars, Hunter?
Dead Orbit wants what you want, Hunter. New horizons.
Strength attracts strength, Titan. Surely that is why you are here.
Will you lend your strength to Dead Orbit, Titan? Protect what's here, Titan, but be ready for what's next.
It seems your wisdom has led you to us, Warlock.
Dead Orbit seeks knowledge too, Warlock. What have you seen? Perhaps the answers you seek don't exist, Warlock. Perhaps we're not asking the right questions.
I, for one, will not be sorry when we leave Lakshmi and the cult behind. We will establish a colony of peace, and war will be forgotten. Let Lakshmi gloat. We'll find another way to refit our ships, and then this will all be meaningless. The buckets of money spent on turning this tower purple could have bought us supplies for the people. Future war cult has triumphed. The city's headed for endless war. Truly the stars have gone dark. Oh, despair, my good friend. Has Lakshmi sent you? Lakshmi's laughter pierces any helmet. I've tried them all. They are a war cult. What would they know of relief work? Ha! As soon as the jumped-up little goddess knife got her hands on Future War Cult's prediction engine, she started talking and dressing as if she was born important. But some of us remember who she really was. If the city only knew who they praised. Lakshmi and her minions have won over the consensus for now. But this is not the end. Tell Amanda we need her work on our ships expedited. There's no escape until those are repaired. Forward half of all supplies to the refugee camps, but retain any scrap collected for our ship repairs. No one should grow up in fear.
It's not for our sake, but for those who will be born on better worlds. War will always come to the city. We must find a home free from war. Attachments bind us to this place. We must be free. The Red Legion is broken. Now we must prepare. This is where humanity began, but it will not end here. Why do we linger in that European dead zone? The way is cleared. Now we must go forward.
Let the monarchists rest on their laurels. We shall prove the truth to all next time, or the time after that. And if we don't, well, it'll not be dead orbit that falls. Hideo has always been an opportunist. When we were children, a box fell off a cart in our neighborhood. Next minute, he's selling us all the candy from the box. New monarchy grows overconfident. What will they do now, I wonder? Stage a coup? Crown Zalala? Triumph and joy are not familiar feelings. We have lost nothing truly, and perhaps victory would have softened us. We put down our weapons and ended the faction war for this? We put down our weapons and ended the faction rallies for this? Hideo makes me wonder why we ever made peace with other factions. In some ways I preferred fighting in the streets. It was more honest. He must have rigged the competition, greased some palms. He's Hideo after all. The color of blood covers the city. Is it an omen? Let Hideo prattle about obsolete systems of governance. Our history is free of such illusions. We mourn all that we've lost, then forge forward.
This must not be the end. We have much to do.
Triumph is intoxicating. I could almost forget our mission and the dying stars. We'll let the others join us if they beg. That's fair, isn't it? We have prevailed after a long struggle, after enormous personal sacrifice. Surely the city will see the truth now. We are magnanimous in victory. Distribute extra rations and offer our armaments to all. Together we shall survive. A bittersweet victory. The city honors us, but we remain earthbound. At long last the city bows to us, but is it too late? See how they recognize us now. See how they believe. Back when the factions still fought, I imagined the city might look like this someday. But the people I wanted to see this, they're gone. Perhaps more will follow us to our new home and be saved, now that we've proven ourselves honorable, honest, and strong. We expect a wave of recruits in the wake of this victory. Bring them up to speed on Dead Orbit's bitter struggle for legitimacy, our outbound courses, and our preparation for Exodus. I suppose we can humor the consensus for the moment. I know the mettle of the Arachs and those sworn to Dead Orbit. Grief and loss drive every one of us. We shall win. If I had guardians as brave as these back when the factions fought in the streets, well, let's just say the city would look different today. The consensus will not be able to dismiss us any longer once they see our true might. Supply dockets, inventories, bills of lading. I will be buried beneath all this paperwork. Do you hear the stars? Do not despair. There's time yet. None of us are safe here. Are you prepared?
Let us work together. So glad you have come. Welcome back. How can we help each other? Guardian!
Of course you're interested in survival. Who isn't? Dead Orbit is no fair-weather friend.
Your deeds are well known, Guardian. Dead Orbit could use your talents. I wish to remember Earth at its most beautiful when we leave it behind. You continue to search this world. Why, I do not know.
We'll see to it you are richly rewarded. See, Dead Orbit can be generous. There will be a place on our ships for you. If this city follows future war cult and that charlatan, it charts a course to disaster. I know better than anyone where Lakshmi's schemes lead. Lakshmi says that I see things in black and white. Ha! Better than her endless riddles. You can actually draw a map in black and white. Earth broke my heart long ago. It'll break Lakshmi's as well. Unlike Lakshmi, I remember my roots. I know where I came from and all the dinginess, filth and misery of that place. I know where I am and I know where I will go. A minor setback. But we don't need the support of the consensus to continue repairs on our ships. What I wouldn't give to wipe that triumphant smirk off Fideo's face. New monarchy hasn't mocked us in days. They're too busy reveling in their victory and paying the bribes they promised. Red and white everywhere, it looks like a massacre. I have seen so many. So new monarchy is in the ascendant. What does it matter? We will leave for new horizons, and they will stay mired in the past. Kings and queens, they rise and fall. What matters are the explorers who push beyond the edges of the map. We wear the black and white to represent both destruction and rebirth, and now the city wears it too. This is how the city should always look, bleak, forbidding, not at all like home. Now that we've proven our worth, guardians will flock to us. And after the guardians, the vanguard. After the vanguard, the city. We will save them all. The consensus has seen what we're capable of. Soon they will believe us too. This triumph brings Dead Orbit closer to our glorious departure. Wait and see. If the city had listened to us, we would have been safe elsewhere. No one, not the other factions, not the consensus, think as much about the future of our children as we do. If they had, my sons would still be alive.
It's not too late to seek a newer world. Perhaps we can use these new discoveries as a stage for out-system flights. The Red Legion is scattered but not defeated. This system is still not safe. Your victory will not last forever, Guardian. Dead Orbit knows what comes next. Your victory against the Red Legion has bought this planet time, Guardian. Nothing more. Do not be anchored to the place of your birth. The warmth of our sun is an illusion, Guardian. Do not fall under its spell. You can reclaim humanity's past, Guardian. We will look to our future.
Many years ago, Dead Orbit took me in. They gave me a home, they gave me a vision, they gave me the truth. Join us, we will show you victory and then the stars. Of course we'll win. Do you think Hideo or Lakshmi know anything about scavenging and surviving? I have spent my whole life as a scavenger and survivor. You know you're meant for Dead Orbit when you feel a longing for other places and other stars. Do you dream of other worlds? Dead Orbit will take you there. Today we struggle to survive and rebuild. Tomorrow we launch. A piece of Dead Orbit. Treasure it.
Good. Take it. You need it more than us. May it guide you on whatever path you follow. One fewer thing to weigh us down.
Take it with our thanks.
That design is unique to our technicians. For our future. That has been thoroughly tested. A wise choice. You won't find better than that.
One of Dead Orbit's treasures. Now you see the benefit in supporting Dead Orbit.
Do not lose that. We sacrificed much to give it to you. I don't remember authorizing this for sale. Use it to keep the darkness at bay. Until we meet again, and we will. May your travels be safe, Guardian. Do not hesitate to call on us. Report back when you can. Watch the skies, Hunter. Keep your eyes on the horizon.
You will be our pillar when we rebuild.
Your strength is our strength, Titan. Your counsel is always welcome, Warlock. May you find what you seek. We waste time on frivolity. We should look to the sky, not to the ground under our sparrows. If you must raise, make sure you defeat New Monarchy. Dead Orbit is pleased to support future raising events. Let the next one be on a planet we have not yet discovered. The cold brings us together. The cold drives us to action. Snow and ice suit this place. Winter reminds us of Earth's ultimate fate. Cold, barren, lifeless. We must remember those we have lost and then move on. There must be tastier candy among the stars. Let us honor our loss by carrying the memories into the stars. Do not grow complacent. This season is not ours. Who is to say there are not better worlds out there, with warmer, lovelier summers? You have been to the lighthouse? It will be a shame to leave such a place behind. The lighthouse, huh? I have not the skill to go to such a place. What can you see from the lighthouse? A way out? I've never been to the outpost at the reef. I fear I would not leave. Guardian, did you see Petra in your travels? Is the reef sympathetic to Dead Orbit's cause? As the new season blooms, Guardian, so does our resolve. Earth's weather is beautiful, true, but what of other worlds? There is strength in our bonds, Guardian. I have forgotten what it's like to be close. The Crimson Days celebrate what we cannot achieve alone: cooperation, civilization, reproduction. Celebrate the light, but as a guide, not a destination. Another year on Earth. How many remain? An arbitrary holiday based on the orbit of a dying planet. Farewell.